Alright, good evening, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C, the show where we follow my captain's advice to pick something to practice and spend 30 minutes doing it, and then throw it away at the end of it. The task today is the Burrows-Wheeler transform. And with a bit of luck, I hope that I will be able to complete it. At least that is that's the plan. The sore throat is still there, so apologies for that. Picking some music. Oh, World of Goo. That could potentially be good. So that's 49 minutes 15. Let's go with this. Insobot has spotted that I've gone live, yeah. So the title is Full Burrows-Wheeler Transform Encoding, which basically means that I just want to be able to do the full encode part of the Burrows-Wheeler transform, and then we'll take it from there. So let's get rid of all this stuff and start fresh. And I know that I need these guys again, including stdio.h, standard lib. If the arg count is not equal to 3, no, let's just do 2 for starters. If the arg count is not equal to 2, then I want to fprintf. Sorry, I was just kind of thinking ahead there as to actually what I actually want to be doing. Usage, this input file. And that's args 0. Return 1. Okay. Now what I might actually do, should I do the string compare first? No, let's save the string compare until later, until when we actually need it. In the spirit of compression oriented programming, we will write all the usage code first, and then loft stuff out into functions when we need it. Although I will actually be, rather than writing it in line and then lofting out, I will actually probably just write it as a function. But I'll only do that when we actually get there. So we want a file. In file. If we don't get it, then in file is equal to f open on args, yeah, args1. Open it as readable. Return 1. Otherwise we can continue, we can say car in buffer, and we could do another if. In buffer, then we need the size. Secant int in size is equal to ftel on the in file, and fc compared to the start of the in file. And we can malloc the in size, and I'm going to actually I'm going to say malloc the in size plus 1, because I know that I want to put a character at the end of the in buffer. And return 1. And also, if this errors, since we've got down to here, we've got the file open, we might as well close the file. Let's see if that builds. It does build. Interesting. So BWT fails. Good. This fails. BWT corpus. I'm not freeing because it's successfully mallocked. Right, brilliant. F read beyond spruce drop. F close that file. And I want to say that the in file, sorry, the in buffer at the in size location. I'm just going to straight up set this to be equal to something from this table. End of text could potentially be the right thing. Let's go with end of text. That sounds good enough to me. So that's I presume it's just like, it's the third one, isn't it? So I presume it's just this. Yeah, that does work. Okay, fine. So we've got the in buffer populated with the size of the thing. So now we're just creating our matrix. In size. I did want a pointer into it. In X and Y I can do it like that, can't I? Yeah. So then it's like for Y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. Y is less than the in size plus Y. And then this is my two loops. So it's the second portion. And first one. So X is equal to in size, take away Y, X is less than the in size. What is in size actually again? In size, meow, beep boop, hello. In size was this, wasn't it? Tell you what, rather than doing that, let's do this. Just so I've got this all the same. You know, just so I'm not mixing metaphors, as it were. X is equal to 0. Well, X is less than the in size minus Y. And plus plus X. And then it's going to be BWT pointer, the value at that, plus plus is going to be equal to in buffer I, is it? X rather. I think it's that. Right. So this is the build. It does build. So in theory, I've populated this matrix now. Joggy's here too. Meet move. Hey Joggy. So yeah, with a bit of luck I've populated this. Let's just see what happens if I printf this thing. Yeah, printf insize times insize on the BWT matrix. So let's see if it crashes. It does crash. Interesting. So is it, well, no, let's just see if it's crashed on there at all. It's not, it's crashing before there, okay. Why doesn't it insize? I have put the 3 at the end of the insize. How does it crash? Good question. Heat buffer overflow on address this at here. Writer size 1 at here. That is located 0 bytes to the right of 63 byte region. BW2. Heat buffer overflow. I mean, could it be this guy that's messing it up? In buffer, have I mallocked the insert in buffer? Ah, right. Okay, cool. Yeah, right, because we're indexing into it. Yeah, right, 0 indexed. I understand. Right, so we've got one iteration. In size, isn't it? So it needs to be in size times in size. Right, okay. Yeah, I can believe that that's right. Yeah, let's go with that. Due to 0 indexing. Yeah. Okay. So now we're at the point where... Oh, what a night. Hello, Delix. Hello. Late December, back in 63. Have I got that song? I very much doubt I've got that song. Yeah. Who's it by, even? I mean, I've got, like, the name Percy Sledge in mind, but it's not him, is it? There is a stream, yeah. There is. Joining now, awesome. Deal's being watched, yeah. been watched and sung to. So yeah, you missed the little rendition of "Oh What a Night" there, I think. Join streams to the latest news. Good idea. Speaking of streams, I wonder if there's anything. No, there's nothing going on down there. Excuse me. So yeah, we're at this point here where I want to be sorting the matrix. So if I just go back up here. Oh, it's a void, isn't it? So void sort. This takes the width. And car matrix. It takes you like this, I believe. And then it's for I equals 0. I is less than width. Plus I. This is very, what's the word? Exciting music. Very high octane music. For j equals I, so if string compare. Right, yeah. Frantic is the word. So here's my, and inspirational as well. here's my test. Right. So this is where I'm going to do my new thing, which is the string compare. This is going to return a signed int. It's going to compare strings. Which means it has to take two strings. A and B. Just thinking, does it need to take the length of a string as well? Let's try it without. Yeah, it's just like let's just say while this even exists. Can you do that? The not also noted mode, you probably want to pass a length. Right, okay. Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? Because it's the width anyway. You don't need the length since they are null terminated. If you pass a length, you can early out if the length are different. Oh, they are null terminated. Well, I'll be passing them from disregard me. Oh gosh. Again, I don't know how I feel about doing that. So it's going to be like a for loop, isn't it then? If the value, if A at I is greater, let's say that if A at I is less than B at I, then I want to return -1. If B dot I is less than A, I want to return 1, and this is the case that we care about. Otherwise, if we get all the way through here, then we return 0. Use the length. Wait, oh, it's talking about down here. Looks perfect to insofar as I can return A return AI take away BI when AI is not equal to BI. That sounds like a simple way of doing it. Return A take away, and then that kind of gets rid of that. Well, and then if I just say if it's negative, or if it's either negative or positive, then that's the you know, whichever one is the correct one, because it's when B is less. So if they're not equal, return A take away that. So that will return a negative number. So that means that if I return a positive number, then my test has passed. Or, sorry, my test has actually failed. So in that case, I need to do something about it. If that makes sense. If I compare strings on the if it's greater than 0, whatever. Whichever negative or first positive, yeah. So I'm passing the length is the width, isn't it? It's going to be matrix something and matrix something again. Now I wonder if it is like oh yeah, I also have to then go through the whole string, don't I, when I do the swap? Oh yeah, which I was doing yesterday, wasn't I? The only thing I wasn't doing was the full compare strings. Right, so if compare strings We want to pass matrix I did have a K, didn't I? But I wonder if I need to be passing it like this. The first time through the loop. No, that isn't going to be correct, is it? Because the first time through the loop is going to be pointing to the same thing. Yeah, they're both going to be 0. No, let's matrix AB will refer to a single car. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, you see. And I want to pass the whole string. Let's just see what this. Well, let's see if it builds first of all. So that will refer to a single car, for example. And you can't really do that, can you? You do need to have something in here. Interesting. Matrix A would refer to a car A. Okay, so that's an array at row A. Right. Okay. Yeah, because we're going through it in rows. And it's the compare string that does, it's the compare string that's going across, right, isn't it? So that's giving us the right thing. So I and J are referring to rows. Sorry, that should be I as well. Oh right, it's just this. It is just this, okay. Okay. So if they are greater than 0, then this is the case where we need to swap. So I know how to swap as well, because it's going to be car temp. It's going to be equal to matrix at I. Matrix at I is equal to matrix at J, and matrix at J is equal to temp, or the value at temp. This is not assignable. Okay. And this isn't assignable. I think I can see how this is kind of working. This is a string. So previously it was a car. This is a string, I believe. This feels to me like it should be either a car. Can't sound. Oh yeah, right. Cheers, blimey. That's what I said, wasn't it? I needed to go through. So yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. I need to be swapping each individual. What's it? I mean, I can kind of get away with saying just the width again, because they are the same length. And that means that this is going to be a car, and this is going to be like this, probably. Actually, I think it might be the other way around. I think it might be the other way around. So just going to go through that. Excuse me. This is building. Let's see if it runs. It does run. So let's just do it. Sort BDT matrix and then print it. Well. I mean, it's tough to see, isn't it? So let's just do the final character thing. Insofar as thinks that probably worked. Like Insofar said yesterday, if it didn't have a thingamajig, if it didn't knew that, it might be easy to print it anyway. Print it and see. Yeah. And that's the point. I've also got that end of file thing, haven't I? That end of text. Wonder where that ends up. So yeah, I'm just reading down the final column of the BWT matrix, which is incised. So can I use intie? Sorry, well, I'll probably need to declare it out, actually, don't I? Or, sod it, let's just do it inside. That probably won't show up without a hex. Right, yeah. Intie. And it's like, I is less than the incise. Plus I. The value of tank buffer plus plus is equal to whatever's in the BWT matrix at I and in size minus 1, and then print the enc buffer. Doesn't terminate. Oh dear. What is happening? Enc buffer. How, yeah, I was just wondering that actually. So, okay. Do we need the in buffer anymore? I kind of don't, do I? I mean, I could just say... I could just straight up fucking say... in buffer. Do you know what I mean? Because I've finished with that by now. You know, I've read that stuff into the matrix and sorted the matrix. Yeah, okay. So what's the first error? Let me just put that back in. It's something like that, wasn't it? Because that should be going down. That should be going downwards. And this guy should be picking the thing on the far right. Dynamic stack buffer overflow. Attempting free on address which was not mallocked. Okay. Right, yeah, because I've moved it. I see. The problem is you're using the same pointer to refer to the base of the buffer and to iterate. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Instead of doing that, let's do it like this. You know, screw you, Asan. Making me faff around. So here we have it. This could be our successfully encoded BWT. Corpus phrase, corpus whatever. Test string. Right, just try. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I still got the thing. I have. Perfect. So, what was it? It's like 60 odd, 61. So do this another 60 times. Victory music. Actually, I will just pop a new line there. So, oh, it's not the same. It's not far off, but hang on. So that's interesting. It's not exactly the same for some reason. The end is maybe a new line. Right, yeah. So I'll tell you what. Let's straightly replace that new line with the end of file, with the end of text marker. Right. So instead of doing insize +1, keep it as the insize, and then we say that the in buffer, we just straight up say this. Right. I like how that almost says a saf, by the way. Let's have a look in the hex editor, actually. There's an N at the start different too. Yeah. Sorry. So it's just the one car after X. Oh yeah, also that is different behaviour, isn't it? Because it's this new line is gone. Why is it not printing out? Am I just doing the new line? Yeah, I'm doing the new line. Is this World of Goo music? It's World of Goo. Yeah. It is one of them, yeah. I mean, it's possible that I didn't do the manual transform correctly. That's 61 things long, so that means I need to repeat this 60 times. Right. And then I sort it. Yeah, I mean I will be sorting the capital S before, because I'm doing like just a normal ASCII sort. Is that the same now? No, it isn't. It's just this N, isn't it? It's literally well, this is a little bit different as well, actually. Yeah, I'm not getting the E's together. There's an M1 car over 2. Oh gosh, yeah. Hmm. Tom versus... yeah. I mean, it's either one, I think. Maybe they're just using that and not mustering. Yeah, I don't think it is, because then it could return... Well, I mean, I'm returning 0 anyway, so... oh, sorry, you mean for the length? Oh, right, you mean the minutes. Right, yeah, yeah. But that is also probably wrong. Oh, right. So for int I is less than the length. Well, this loop seems to be correct. If A at I is not equal to B at I, then I want to return this. But I'll keep doing that. Compare strings greater than 0 versus greater than equal. Yeah, I mean, if it's equal to 0, then it'd be swapping the same character, wouldn't it? Would it be worth stepping through, I wonder? And just seeing if... Let's just manually look through this, right? Because all I'm doing in the yeah, I could try it with banana, yeah. Let's try that. And they also have this, didn't they? Interesting. So the input thing was this. And it should have appended the end of file character. Actually, it's possible that the What high things have we got here? Del. Yeah. So let's start there for y and x again. Yeah, true. In fact, I'll just do it in the... Well, I mean, it should sort this correctly because the cases go in that order. Y and Z, yeah. So that gives me... Yeah, right. It's not doing the same thing. BNN. Y. So that's in the right place. AA. So the end of file thing is in the wrong place. Which is kind of interesting, isn't it? You know, because if I just vim banana, right, so how many characters is this? This is 8 characters, so I need to do this macro 7 times. Try without the thing. Okay, I'll try that in just a second. BNN. So this is doing the right thing. Right, yeah, so it is my algorithm that's pooped. Where is that? So that will mean that we will have that new line. ZBNN YAA A. Yeah. So that's still... So rotating one direction or the other doesn't matter since it's all sorted right. Gosh, that's a good question. So this is the way that I'm trying to sort it, isn't it? The way that I'm trying to rotate it, rather. Just look at this loop. And let's just put some music on while we do this. Again, it's just, well, it can't be Kate, unfortunately. I wish it could be Kate, but it just can't. For y equals 0, y is less than the in size. It shouldn't be y is less than or equal to the in size, should it? No, it shouldn't because it's 0 indexed. I think. Yeah. For x is equal to the in size minus y. That feels correct to me. Unless it should be in size minus 1 minus y. Could it possibly be that? Well, that made no difference. For x. Can I print out the matrix rows in a loop before and after the sort? Then I can compare to Wikipedia more easily. Yeah, that should be okay, shouldn't it? What have I missed there? Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, it's because of the new line. Let's just see if I can put that new line killer back in. And I need to say where it's sorting. So yeah, why has it put the Y above the capital A? Right. I think that's the only problem here. So that suggests to me that I'm missing the first row. Like that first row is exactly the same as this first row. So that means that my sort is not looping over the right amount of stuff. passing them within the matrix. In I is equal to 0. The top row. Oh, is it just another print? Let's just search for the prints. Right, to go back up to the top, so we've got this fprintf. Then this is our printf. So this is printing off these guys. Actually, am I populating the matrix incorrectly? I mean, also the sort has got to be wrong, hasn't it? Because, like, this and this is the same string, but they're not sorted together. Got two of these guys. How many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the terminating end of file thing. Should have played twice store, but there's somewhere broken too. I don't know. Y equals 0. So BWT matrix is empty at this point. This is a pointer set to the BWT matrix. I suppose we could print in here actually, couldn't we, as well? No, it isn't. At least it shouldn't be, because I've changed it. No. I mean, it's evidently doing these two loops. Maybe that does something weird in a terminal. Okay. Okay. Well, well, well. That's interesting. Or rather, this is interesting. Right. Just reduce unit size by 1 instead. Okay. So we're going from increasing it to setting it to the same. So this looks sorted to me. And then if we then finally do the print, hopefully BWT'd string. It's actually not, it's not that, is it? It's actually Y banana Z. What? What? Should this not be what's going on here? Oh, is it this printf? Probably is, isn't it? Set I to 0. In the for loop. Oh, right. Look at Interbot giving some sass. Interbot minus minus. Hopefully BWT'd string. Why is that even doing anything? Because I've commented it out. Alright. One comment second printf. In buffer. Okay. Blimey. Right. So that's giving us that. Bin banana. It's 8 long. And that looks to be the same to me. So that was messing up the output, and that thing in the source, something like that. Yeah. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Or is it? Yeah, I think that is unfortunate. Because in this example, I do need the, well, actually in this explanation, I do need to have the end of file mark, the end of file marker. I mean, there is this other one, this guy, bijective variance. Which gives us, which we don't need the end of file thing for. The end of file character is unneeded in the bijective transform, so it is dropped during the transform and re-added to its proper place in the file. I could use this for start and this for end. They're pretty high in ASCII and unlikely to be in test inputs. How high are we talking? So they're above Z. I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose I could use them. I wonder if I actually need the start. You know, I mean, I wonder if the start marker is actually used in the inverse transform. Depends how robust I want it. I don't know. Yeah. Let's just do it on the let's do it on our guy, right? Just before we go. BWT corpus. Particularly the end is needed for the reversal. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Yeah. And then let's vim our BWT corpus. And it was what, 61 long, so let's do 60 of these. Sort them. Now let's see if we've got the same outputs. Might be easy if I just paste this dude in actually. And that looks very, very similar to me. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that it looks identical. Which means that the title of this stream has been correct. The title has been true. We have, to all intents and purposes, encoded a string using the Burrows-Wheeler transform. The only thing we can't do is reverse it. Let's just have a look at the code. Right. Congrats. Cheers, Mio. Cheers very much, dude. So the compare string was really quick to do. Sort was pretty quick. I kind of just stalled a bit on like the individual character copying thing. Swapping, rather. And then the rest of it was kind of similar. I'm still doing this 2-portion looping. Yeah. And the main thing to remember is to chop off the new line. Setting the insides to one less. I mean, I feel like I could do this, right? I feel like I could do this again. It is in one stream, in one sitting, and then go on and do. I mean, honestly, I probably should actually do the. I probably should do the BWT decoding first, and then I could put all these things together. I could do the BWT, the RLE, the encode steps of those guys, and then I can do the decode of both. So decode RLE and decode BWT. And then I think once I can do all of that stuff, I think we can tick this section off. And then we might see whether we want to do LZ compression or whether we've had enough on compression and we just want to move on. Where's insofar as getting that from? Oh, right. BWT, RLE, LZ. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, I was thinking of whether we'd need, or whether it would be sensible to do the BWT followed by the LZ. I see how BWT and RLE will kind of complement each other. But as I understand it, LZ works with offsets. And, you know, when it's using offsets to stuff it would kind of make BWT a bit redundant, I feel like. Because, like, as I understand it, with LZ, you'd be able to get this kind of a thing. I think BWT might compile BWT and LZ. Oh, right. Okay. Combined. Interesting. I mean, what I was thinking LZ does is that you could end up in a situation where this turns into a run because you've got a couple of them like this. I mean, I suppose for this particular string it wouldn't be that great. Whereas if I was to do that for the BWT, it's a bit tougher to see. It's a bit tougher to see repeated strings here. Yeah. You said it's BWT plus Hoffman. Okay. So this is another thing again. I don't know Hoffman at all, and I don't think I'm going to do Hoffman at this at this part of the series. That's some other bits, right? We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll see. But I think, yeah, next time let's attempt to do all of this stuff again, hopefully remembering the gotchas from this stream, and then do the decoder. So we'll also need to have the, the start and end thing. And then if I can do that, if I can do that, see how long it's taken, and if I've got any more time, I can just slip in the RLE between, the code between. I could just totally do that. But anyway, for now, I will love you and leave you. Thanks very much for watching and for being heroic and awesome and beautiful and helpful and all that fantastic. And stay warm. And farewell for now.